The fun and competition that all the great superstars in this year's competition at Freeport-LaCaya Grand Bahama is winding down. They've each made new friends that will last long beyond the actual competition. And once again, it's come down to this innocent-looking but also treacherous piece of real estate, the obstacle course. Wayne Grimditch, first place, 37 points. If he can get at least third place, he is the 1978 Superstars champion. It's as simple as that. The question is, can he do it? And as we scan the length of this obstacle course, we see that 12-foot wall. That's where the superstars meet first when they come off the starting line. Ben Davidson is on the line with Dave Casper. They're with Bruce.
Well, it looks like you two didn't have enough in the rowing. You decided to go head-on-head again, but he snuck it out last time on you, David. So you're going to have your chance for revenge. And this is your last chance.
Well, I'm going to try. That's all I can do. Like I just said, Big Ben is the first grader I ever saw. And when I went out there in the spring just for a rookie camp, the first guy I ran into was Big Ben. I said, what the heck am I doing here? He says, hi, how are you doing? And he walked away, and I said, oh, my God.
You tried to intimidate him, huh?
I thought he was a defensive end for a minute. Then I realized he was a tight end, and I let him off the hook.
A couple of greats from the Oakland Raiders, and Bruce Tenner has been so many times that we have seen these two matched head-and-head because of the draw in the competition.
And it's also shown their competitiveness against each other. People always talk about the smaller athlete being more graceful and well-coordinated, but Ben at 6'8", 250, and Dave at 6'4", and 230. All the way through this competition, we've seen some really fine performances come out of both of them. And it really represented themselves very well, and it'll be interesting to see how they do again here.
And keep in mind, they're very tired at this point. This is the final event, the 10th event to determine the 78 Superstars champion. Oh, and Ben had problems immediately.
Slipped on that wall, missed the rope as he started to jump for it. Having a little trouble getting over, but Casper's got a big lead. He should feel comfortable on that sled.
Oh, and he popped the sled. Now through the tires, David Casper showing the speed and agility, even though he has that size Bruce was talking about. Clears the high bar. And here comes Ben.
I think he gave up on us right there. He decided he had enough.
Casper's the winner, but Ben Davidson certainly is not a loser. Casper's with Reggie.
I would say you definitely have even the score with Big Ben Davidson. You've gotten him back for knocking you off in the rowing.
I got him back.
All right, let's go back and look at the problems of Ben Davidson.
Here you can see him coming at that water jump, and I think he just didn't even try.
All he could see was David Casper crossing the finish line. Ben gave us a few chuckles. And now for Greg Pruitt, it's all on the line. He knows what he has to do. He has to get to the finals. He's with Bruce right now.
Greg, you have a time of 27.17 seconds that you've got to beat at this time. You've got to go all out, you know, because you have to win this event, or at least place very, very high to win the whole thing.
Well, I think I can beat 27 and still be fairly careful about going over the obstacle course, because if I knock over penalty, then I'm out of it for sure.
Wayne Grimditch, he'll come later, the overall leader. Greg Pruitt trails him by 7. He must get to the finals. And Reggie Jackson, one thing about the obstacle course, you can't let the pressure get you because it'll throw your rhythm off.
Well, there's no question about it, Frank. I've been down here many times, and I've seen the great ones come up and still make mistakes. The important thing for a guy like Pruitt, who's the obvious favorite, is for him not to make a mistake because he's so fast and so quick. He's going against Don Maynard, and they're off.
And Greg Pruitt over the 12-foot wall with ease.
Here we see Pruitt come over there. You see him go right through the tunnel, hit the sled just like he's done it before all summer long, Frank. Through the tires, and he's on there. He may have had a problem there. You see him touch that tire. I don't know if he went all the way through over the high jump bar, and he's on his way, Frank.
Greg Pruitt, he has great time, but a flag is up back by the tires. Greg Pruitt is the winner, but a flag is up by the tires. And get over and have a word with him, Reggie. He might have a problem.
Is that called, they say they have a penalty back up by the tires. It's either that the tires or where the water jump is. We'll find out in just a minute, Greg. You looked like you were flying low to the ground. You do not think that you missed a tire?
It's on TV.
Well, they're trying to get instant replay and officiating anyway. Maybe this will be the first opportunity.
For Greg Pruitt, 23.21 seconds, but he missed a tire for a 5-second penalty, 28.21.
And Greg Pruitt did miss a tire. It's been determined that he has missed a tire, and we'll go back and show you what television officiating can do. Did he or did he not? Now, he must come down with the foot on the ground in each tire. Here he goes, working the tires. No problem there. And it was this last tire. Watch his left foot. There it is. And, Reggie, there's no question about it.
Well, absolutely, Frank. The thing you have to do is touch the ground with your foot and not just the tire. He touched the tire, but he's not get through the center and down to the ground, and that's where it cost him the 5 seconds.
And, oh, what a costly 5 seconds. And, you know, we almost forgot about Don Maynard, but he had a time of 26.24. Now, he is in good position to get into the finals. Okay, Wayne Grimditch coming up. He is the 1978 Superstars champion with Greg Pruitt out of it. But he'll need great time to get into the finals, and he's in against a tough one, Dwight Stones.
He definitely is. Dwight hurdles the high jump bar, so he's going to pick up a lot of time on that. Start of this race is important for Wayne.
And look at Grimditch go up the wall and over.
Looks like a cat going up the side of that wall. It's through the tunnels. Oh, hits the sled very hard.
Through the tires, Wayne Grimditch sprints to the water hazard. Over the high bar, and he knocks it off. That'll be 5 penalty seconds, and that will hurt Wayne Grimditch. Wayne Grimditch definitely hurt in his bid to move to the obstacle course championship, and a move on the $3,000 that is involved. And let's take a look. He is over the water jump in good shape, Bruce, but problems here.
You can just see him nick it off with his knees. He goes over, but something to watch. Dwight Stones on the right of your screen. Watch the way he takes that high jump bar. You can't go over that thing any faster.
And he's not bad on the hurdles. Dwight Stones has no penalty seconds, so he moves to the finals, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. There you see them, but Dwight Stones will be in against Don Maynard in the obstacle course championship. Win this event, win the obstacle course, he will knock Dave Casper out of 3rd place, and coincidentally cost Dave Casper about $10,000. They're off, Reggie.
We see both these fellows get to the top of the wall at the same time, Frank, and then on over the other side. They both attack that tunnel together. They hit the sled together. We'll see if the football player can pick up some ground because he's done the sled and the tires before. Wonder how the jumping skills of Dwight Stones will take into place. It's over the water jump and easily over the high jump bar, Frank.
He does it so easy. Don Maynard picked up 5 penalty seconds. Dwight Stones, the winner. He ties for second. It cost Dave Casper $10,000. Dwight Stones has tied Greg Pruitt for second. Get a word, Reggie.
Give me that again. Give me all that act again.
All right.
Is that why you're known as the flaky jumper?
That's me. Holy cow, am I glad this thing is over.
Why?
No, never.
You won it. Just think of all the extra money you picked up.
1972 Olympic Games. This is the same as the 1976 Olympic trials for me. I have never had my heart pumping like this. I've never wanted to not want to do something so much. They were holding it
the same way in the 76 Olympic Games?
No, 76 trials.
You didn't want to do it?
No problem. I was scared to death when I went out there the day of the trials because I wasn't sure. I was the one to beat. And I just set the world record 3 weeks before. Everybody was saying, oh, gee, you're going to win the games, right? And I said, hey, there's a trials guy. I was scared to death. That's the only time I've been as nervous as today.
Dwight Stones, he'll have a word with you. Greg Pruitt, and boy, what an expensive tire. Reggie Jackson, you know that tire for Greg Pruitt was worth about $14,900. He wound up in a tie for second place with Dwight Stones.
You know, Frank, Greg was so sure that he did not miss the tire, but we see as we take a look again and again, we see that he did miss it right there as we stop action right there and take a look at it. There it is right there.
And all in all, it was that kind of a superstars. For Greg Pruitt, just as it is in football, there will be another day and there will be another year.